I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA, just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Got your one out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, how you gonna take mine? I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never got left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, a lace and no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Hitting them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi and some lane asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I ain't for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these.
Hey everybody, it's the coach and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. With that, let's...
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first down, it's Watson. And incomplete to open things up. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all
Still
for
second
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Brandon Dunn able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So after the sack of Tannehill, the ball. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Down! Black 22!
Watson on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Reset.
Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. With a 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Black 99 Philly! Tiger! Red! Blue 80! Richmond! Tiger!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Down! Green!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. The tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with goal. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Reset.
Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Reset. Tiger.
Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
50-50.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd and 4.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. We have hit an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now on 2nd down, this is goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding. Defense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff for Gore. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Richmond, Richmond.
They'll run it again with Miller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Reset, reset, reset.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Reset, reset, reset. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On the handoff, it's Gore. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. But so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
We'll try to make it more here on this drive. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the end zone, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. In Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Tiger.
From his goal line here, Watson being chased out left, and that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Richmond.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal. Already at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their...
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, money back, like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walked into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, throw body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down throw coming for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From midfield here, Dalton. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
5-0.
To throw here, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace. Left, 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 left.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out right at the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Whoosh. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in for Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And Green with a catch left side. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 2nd down, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. D. Ford. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. His throw incomplete. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw, and Eifert has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now here comes Kansas City. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prescott. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
368!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Ace! Ace! There we go now. Green, 39.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Slow.
Back to throw. Mahomes. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Blue 45.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, once again, the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.